want to start with the different kinds of syncs that are out there and kind of the pay ranges of those things.
Right. So, yeah, really, it all depends on what you want to do as an artist or where you want your music placed. But there's multiple avenues for you to place your music, including in advertisements like what you see on TV. There's also a lot of online advertisements as well. Now there's video games. That's a huge market. There's trailers and promos, which you also can see on TV for any kind of movie that's coming out, or like a promo for like ABC shows Thursday night, and you'll see all the shows that are the popular shows, and you'll hear music behind that. That's what we call a promo. There's a lot more stuff that goes on in TV, a lot on sports, like bumpers, things that you hear before and after, like plays, that kind of thing. So yeah, those are all TV related. You can also get your music into films, which is music supervision, which we also do at 206. But yeah, there's just so many avenues. And now that there's like, social media everywhere, it's like everything needs music. You can make money off of that.
Awesome. And what are some of the pay ranges that people can make in these different avenues?
Right. So if you get like a worldwide commercial, like say you get a car commercial that runs all the time nationwide, that can run you, a $300,000 upfront fee. And what that means, upfront fee, we use that term a lot, is that it's the fee you get for the master as well as the publishing side of your song. So whoever owns the master and whoever owns the publishing would get that upfront fee. That does not include the royalties. On some placements, you get back-end royalties. Like if it's in your PRO, you'll get a back-end royalty for that. Like if your song is placed on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, like 9 months later, you'll see it in your PRO and you'll get royalties from those placements as well. So, yeah. Oh, and then I guess I should include more ranges. Sorry. So that's like, the biggest one probably could go for $500K. I've seen 300K, 200K. Those are all like more in the advertising world. Trailers can run you, a lot of money, 150,000. Down to like if you just get a tiny little snippet of a song. We got our first big trailer last year for the movie called The Senior, and we had just like 20 seconds of a song in the trailer, and it was like $20,000 spot. So, it's pretty lucrative there. Film and TV are a little less lucrative, as well as social media campaigns. Like for a social media campaign for like 6 months, it can run you anywhere. We've seen rates from like $600 to like $3,000. So it just really depends. It's usually on the lesser side because it is like social media, and those companies have a limited budget for that. Films, if it's an indie film, like a very low budget indie film, we've seen anywhere from like $500 placement for those types of spots up to, if it's a major film, I've seen like $20,000, and that's usually like an end credit or opening credit. It really just depends on the budget and how much people allot for music. Unfortunately, the music department is usually the last. They're hired first, and then they go through the whole process of filming the movie and from the script and whatnot, and talking with the directors, and then to the end of the movie when the budget has run out, they're like, well, now we can't do it for this, so can these people do this song for $600? It just really depends.
I want to ask you about some of the personal placements that you got.
Yeah.
Because
totally.
I remember, so on the previous iteration of this podcast, you came on and you talked about what happened with your song Home.
Yeah.
If you could tell that story again. And then we'll go back.
Oh, totally. So my personal placements have been incredible. It's still amazing to like hear myself on TV. But the biggest placement I've had to this day is one that I got through a company called Song Trader. And it was funny because my music was just like up there for years and nothing was happening. And then all of a sudden they started like actually, I think, pitching the music, to supervisors, and suddenly I had a placement, and it was for a company on the East Coast, and it was a regional, ad, and it played for 2 years. And they even like contacted me to do a redo of the song for Christmas. And then they paid me more money. So it was like, it was just kind of crazy to like have it just be sitting on this website that wasn't doing anything. But then all of a sudden, like I got a huge payout and I was not expecting that money. And it kind of like sustained me. It was like during the pandemic too. It sustained me for a while. And I was so grateful. And that's like the impact it can have, like all of a sudden you have $20,000 more in your bank account and you didn't even know like it was going to happen at all. Like,
yeah.